Hey, hi, hello there and welcome back to Formula Amateur. Today we'll be discussing who is on the F1 Academy grid for 2026. So let's get into it, shall we? For Prema Racing, the drivers are Matilda Patz from Germany, whose sponsor is Aston Martin, Peyton Westcott from the USA, her sponsor is Mercedes, and they have one seat left to fill. So hopefully that will be filled within the next few days because the next race is in China and that's next week. For Campos Racing, the only confirmed driver is Megan Bruce from the UK. Her sponsor is Tag Heuer, but I presume that one of the other drivers will be Alicia Palmowski, although nothing is confirmed yet. But there are 2 seats vacant for the time being at F1 Academy, and they have till China to fill those seats. For MP Motorsport, the drivers are Nina Gademan from the Netherlands, her sponsor is Alpine, Alba Larsen from Denmark, her sponsor is Ferrari, and Esme Kosterman from the Netherlands, whose sponsor is Lego. And for Rodin Motorsport, the drivers are Ella Lloyd from the UK, with the sponsor being McLaren, Ella Stevens from the UK, whose sponsor is McLaren Oxygen, and Emma Felbermeyer from Austria, whose sponsor is Audi. For Art Grand Prix, the drivers are Lisa Billard from France, whose sponsor is Gatorade, Jade Jaquette, who is also from France and her sponsor is Williams, and Kaylee Countryman from the USA and her sponsor is Haas. For High Tech, the drivers are Rachel Robertson from the UK, with her sponsor being Puma, Ava Dobson from the USA, whose sponsor is American Express, and the last seat is the wildcard seat, and for China this will be filled by Wei Shi from China, whose sponsor is Just Sports, but every single race will have a different driver from the country that they drive in. So let's talk about what races there are on the calendar this year. Where are the girls going to drive? So we start off in China, then we go to Jeddah if that will go ahead. With the conflicts going on in the Middle East, it's still under question, so that may be cancelled, but for now it's still a possibility. Then we go to Montreal in Canada, then Silverstone, where that is going to be a very busy weekend with F1 Academy, F3, F2 and F1, so that will be packed full. And then we are in Zandvoort in the Netherlands for the final race weekend in the Netherlands for at least a while. Then in Austin, Texas at COTA in the USA, and then closing out the season in Las Vegas in the USA to finish off the season in November. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Formula Amateur. This week marks the beginning of the new season, so we'll be back with another episode on Monday where we'll be talking all about the F3, F2 and F1 races. And don't forget, you can listen and you can watch on your favourite podcasting platforms, as well as on the Be The Change Media Network channel on YouTube. I hope you check out my lovely colleagues on the Be The Change Media Network, and I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Goodbye.